Hello. Um, I'm whispering because it's very, yeah. Will we get her? Will we get her? Please, please. Please don't bait me again with eternity. Give me my girl, please. Come on. Yes! Yes!
Je vous salue, timekeeper.
We got
May our cooperation
Sentinel.
be a
We
pleasant
got
one.
Sentinel.
You need not worry about my accommodation.
Fun fact, I actually recorded the first 10 minutes of this part. I did. My recording just stopped suddenly, and I was like, fucking hell. So, hopefully, we're alive. That doesn't worry me at all. Have we missed the amazing part? Okay. I don't know where we'll be dropping off on. Okay, we're dropping off here. Context. We're in the past of Darling Girl here. She can't remember how she did it. Perhaps her enemies were as exhausted as she was, or perhaps it was just the devil's work. Devil's luck. So, we're in Girlie's past. This is a past battle she had with a knight that, I know who it is. You guys probably know who it is. But yeah. That's your context. Isn't this art amazing though? This art is incredible. I love it so much. Struggling, fighting purely by instinct, she holds her heavily armed foe at bay. Time crawls to a standstill. Her bayonet is stopped mere centimeters from her foe's throat by two armed fists.
Dost thou recall when once, in our youth, we fought over an apple tree?
Lâche-moi! Nein, du Teufel!
Thou wished to cut its wood and make us a fire to roast a chicken. But I rebuked thee, for I believed the tree would bear fruit, and it would be the sweeter bounty of the two. Thou didst find a bush with overripened berries and hurled them at me, crying that they should serve as my supper, while the chicken would be for thee alone. And I retaliated in kind. Ere long, we were painted red with juice.
Blood.
What a bloody melee we fight. We laughed as we laid down our arms. What fun we had that day.
Non. Je ne veux pas.
But the battle thou fightest now shall not end in the gentle smears of red berries. What drives humanity to war? Could it be so different from what drove us to it beneath that apple tree? I dare not imagine how a slaughter that has claimed the lives of millions could be waged for so small a cause.
Yes. It's very interesting. Because to be honest, some things that cause war are not really cared about by the people who are then basically sacrificed for the war. Like, there are some wars in the past. And current as well, probably, that the causes for them are just a bit like, what? Why? And of course there's, a lot of political stuff behind everything. But yeah. The likely thing is that the people who have died for those wars probably, they might have agreed with the cause. They might have not. They might have not just given a damn. They might have been forced to it. They might have just been collateral. You have to think about these things. going to war isn't just a political battlefield. It is, but it's also a social battle as well. In the way that, is the cause of the war really, really good enough that you should go to war over it? Because there have been protests in the past over other wars and battles in different countries. There's been immense protests on the wars. Just the war's just not worth it. Does everyone listen to it? No, but you know, it's just how this stuff is.
That we should be brought to bloodshed driven only by the fear of those whom we were taught to despise.
Yeah, people have a lot of sort of like, yeah. To be fair, a lot of countries who have gone to war with each other, relationship-wise, they've never properly recovered. There are a lot of stereotypes in different countries of other countries because of certain wars and all that. I'm not. The UK is definitely one of these people. Every country has a very, very bad past. Well, I actually don't know the past of Switzerland, so I can't say that. But most, if not all, countries do have a sordid past with each other. And then we're sort of taught these sort of like stereotypes that have started from wartime and has carried on through generations. And there's a sort of like friction within between multiple countries because of it. You know.
What immortal hand or eye could frame the cause behind these deadly ends? Thou art more courageous than I, Marie. Never hast thou doubted thy conviction. So tell me, I pray, is there some purpose in the war they now fight? For I see no divine meaning to be found in this killing and dying.
You hear a bell in the background? That's the dog, by the way. We're back to the field. Sentinel. Small caliber rounds pose no real threat to our rocky exterior, but that does a little to reduce the pain, and healing comes slowly.
Agnes?
No response. That was expected, but what she had not expected was the next voice.
Who's Agnes? She matters not. But what brings you here?
I'm taking you somewhere safe.
Masha!
Parabian, that young man who came with me, is back at the village. He'll continue with our search. Before you ask, I'm doing fine. Like you, I'm made of sterner stuff.
Nah. She rotates her arm, looking as if her wounds had all but disappeared.
I checked over your wounds, but I have no earthly idea what to do with this gravel. I know how to treat flesh, not stone. But that wound won't be a problem for you, will it?
No.
Look at the girl who's getting along. Let's go. Her physical pain is bearable, but the lingering echoes of her nightmare causes her to grit her teeth.
Were you dreaming? Seemed like a nightmare.
I don't know what the dog's doing. What is he doing? Hey. 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 Okay. He's here. I got him now. She looks her stare forward and away. There's field dressing for the wounds that truly pain her.
I don't know if this will help.
I feel like the volume should be lower. So we're gonna put it lower. She removes her gloves. It's a brisk and almost tender motion, revealing deep slashing cuts across her palms.
Could it be? Are you...
I am. But that battle is long over. You and I, are no longer enemies.
Yes, yes. The howls of their deadly melee still rings in her ears.
It was a senseless fight. I hurt you.
It wasn't your fault. In fact, I thank you for it. They thought I died fighting you. I used that as my opportunity to leave. For some time after that, I was with an international rescue team. We came under attack by the Manus for our efforts, but the Foundation intervened.
Wait, then you remember me?
Marcia nods, a gentle, graceful motion carrying the reassurance of a doctor at her patient's bedside.
And you didn't. I was wearing a helmet. But you don't have a face one forgets.
Marianne.
Marianne. I like that. I like Marianne.
Oh, that's your name.
That's a name you don't hear nowadays. Well, at least not in the UK. Marianne. Not really. Most people just go with Mary. And even Mary's getting a bit lesser. No. All the classical names were like going out of season. Because people want like new names. Names that people have not used before. They don't want their child to be named to be too common. So you don't really hear like these sort of like old-fashioned, delicately names that you get. Personally, my favorite names, if I ever had children, guys, my two name picks for a boy would be Isaac, and for the girl, Sophie. That's my name picks. Those are my name picks, guys. I'm so pissed right now. I'm so pissed. I just finished this part. And guess what? My recording stopped as soon as I finished this part. My recording stopped and just poofed. The fuck? You missed the cuteness of Marcia and Sentinel. Oh my god, my girlies. You missed Sentinel being like, I can't trust the Foundation, but I trust you, Marcia. And Marcia's like, oh, my patient. Fuck. God damn it. See, of course, it's a combat. Yeah, it's a combat part, so we can't replay the part. God. No, give me the dialogue, guys. Please, please, please. God damn it, why does it keep doing that today? Why is it doing it? God, what's wrong with this? Hello? I have all this. I didn't even know I had all that. Is there a way? Atlas? Story review. I found the story review. I'm gonna play this because this was at the beginning of part 11 and this is actually pretty cool. Well, gory, but it's pretty good. I want this to be shown. There she is, our knight. Anyways, let's skip ahead. I've tried recording this multiple times now. Part 11. I've tried recording the ending part of it multiple times now. It is not recording properly. I don't know what it is, whether it's my device or something about the game that's fucking up my recording, but I cannot record it. For the life of me, it won't work. It won't work. So we're just gonna have to move on, and you're just gonna have to go to my word here. If you want to see the rest of this chapter, I recommend looking at somebody else's videos. I will recommend Reverse 1999 Timekeeper, because they basically play the whole part. They don't say anything. They have no commentary, but you can see what you want. I'm getting frustrated, okay? I'm getting so frustrated with this recording session so much right now. I am praying that this recording holds up. I am praying right now because, oh my god, this is so hard to record. Please work. I am praying to the almighty Reverse 99 gods. A Fractured Sanctuary, part 12. Here we go.
An armored vehicle?
The driver was a menace. They're not just supplying the war anymore.
There's a pause before the Hawks leader speaks through the receiver.
What do you think that means, Chris?
Both sides are gathered in the same room, listening to the reports from the front lines. Kreis lets out a soft, rueful chuckle, though he does not let it betray the seriousness of his words.
That the Manus have decided to build themselves an army.
They're starting to get involved.
That seems likely. In that case, we must prepare immediately for a response. Xeno's main force is still at the Eastern Front. They won't be able to reinforce us if anything happens here. The Foundation will need an army of its own. That's completely irresponsible.
A calm voice cuts through the speculation.
It will
This
only
dickhead.
increase the tension on this front, and it directly violates our peace policy. Manus Vindicte takes in only pure-blooded arcanists. That doesn't make for a large recruitment pool. It won't be much of an army, really.
He says that, but have you seen some of the stuff that Arcanus can do? Not to mention Arcana herself. Druvis can literally control plants. That's...
To say nothing of the fact that they lack the organization or discipline that is needed for a true large-scale military operation. Armies need human leadership. You forgot to take Arcana into consideration, Petra. You don't know what she can do to her followers with her new power.
That is very true. She's very much an unknown variable.
Whatever the case, we cannot take anything for granted. The Foundation will need the strength to defend itself from future attacks by the Manus. If we act quickly, we may even get ahead of things.
Yes?
I'd like to see what the committee will think of this plan. I hope they'll have a better grasp of the consequences. You're not seeing the board, Petra.
Why is our kid screaming outside? It's a Friday morning. Ugh. The communicator struggles to transmit the two leaders' heated exchange. Kreis, on the other end, stays quiet, professional, obedient. Before long, the mediators take over the line.
We can't rule out the possibility of a large-scale conflict. However, the committee will maintain its peace policy until we have reliable evidence.
And if the worst happens,
Then we'll do what we must to survive, even if that means igniting a worldwide war.
I'm literally recording everything in little chunks at the moment, guys, so you guys are gonna have to hold on with me for a bit. Okay. Gargoyle Monastery.
I see.
Ooh, pretty. Looks run down, though. Lovely stained glass. The glow of arcane skills fades as they approach, revealing their hidden sanctuary. It is, or was, an abbey, appropriately Gothic, with ornate stone walls rising up to meet the air. Its dome long collapsed.
This monastery, it's not an arcane creation, is it?
No. It has only been enchanted with our arcane skill. Carthusian. Beneath its protection, those that dwell here will go unnoticed by any who pass near. ...
A gargoyle dressed in friar robes walks barefoot in the grass. He looks up from his book to meet the new arrivals.
Greetings, I'm Marcia, investigator of the St. Pablo Foundation.
The friar nods, offering a smile soft and friendly, then extends a finger and presses it to his lips.
Oh, I see. Have you made a vow of silence?
The sound of breaking rock draws her eyes away.
Huh?
Beneath a broken narrow window, a stone statue of a woman begins to stir, its surface softening into flesh. Her face is marked by twisted sorrow as she walks towards Sentinel with an exaggerated gait.
Marie, mon petit chou, the rest returned to us again. But oh, child, thou needs rest.
Yay. She just pulls Marianne into a tight embrace and plants a series of deep kisses on her cheeks. Sentinel endures the affection with as much grit as she did the bullets.
And this is a friend?
Ah, yes. I'm friend Marsha. The woman turns to Marsha, her eyes now pooling with greater sadness.
Oh, poor child.
The hug comes too quickly to dodge and too sturdy to resist, pulling Marsha into a breathtaking embrace. Made of stone, truly. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Ooh. The smothering hospitality at last abates, and Marsha takes a deep breath of fresh air, taking in the pleasant scent of grass and wild flowers.
Our Marie has never been tireless in her toils. 'Tis a shame that she never permits us to aid her. Am I truly too aged to be of service? Oh, but perhaps my age has eclipsed my wisdom, for I have thus far been an unwelcoming host. Allow me to brew you some tea.
She leaves with singular purpose and surprising speed.
My aunt is a gentle soul.
Oh, that's your aunt!
She came by here 1 year ago, not fearing the danger, saying she must take care of everyone left in the family.
Ah, this is your family.
That old lump of stone that greeted us came here to take refuge with his brother after they were injured last year.
She hangs her head with resignation.
Only a small number of my kind dwell here. Many of us remain divided by the war. Enjoy my aunt's hospitality. I shall go now to collect what you seek.
Thank you, Sentinel.
I'll be here then.
We're having top-tier gargoyle hospitality over here.
Hold on.
She lets herself relax only a moment before noticing the stone-faced gargoyles that look down at her from a dozen perches. A thought crawls under her skin.
Bonjour?
Hello? She spins around in place, meeting the unblinking eyes of each statue, stopping on the figure of a young girl. The girl's hands cover her face in a mournful pose, a silent tragedy of an endless moment of loss.
This is...
Why hath my cousin brought you here?
Oh, hello. A voice calls out behind her, rigid and almost rude. Well, definitely rude, I'd say. A tall, gaunt monk stands in the courtyard.
You are not one of us. You are a bringer of war in our house of peace. What does your foundation seek from our quiet holes?
There's accusation in the gravelly or gravely. I'm saying gravelly tone of his voice.
You misunderstand. The Foundation isn't bringing war. We're trying to end it.
This war is neither yours nor ours to end.
What are you saying? ...
The monk falls silent as if debating whether his next words are worth the effort. His face contorts, becoming an exaggeration of self-righteousness.
It has come as a divine punishment for the faithless who have turned from God. Its end will come only with the extinction of civilization.
Okay.
Sounds like you want everyone, humans and Arcanists alike, to suffer and die.
Yeah, basically, that's what he's saying.
You twist my words, Chevalier. I do not seek this end, this path of suffering, out of hatred for humanity. No, I do so because I pray fervently for their deliverance.
I didn't say it was out of hatred of humanity. You obviously are a very religious man. I can tell.
But deliverance waits for the last edifices of this sinful world to crumble. When the faithless nations, as a fire consuming its last embers, burn themselves to ash. Soon, the artifices of modernity, their factories of war and death, will crumble, as Babel before them had, their lies of advancement and revolution dying with them. We must return to the innocence of the past, as Nineveh did, heeding the word of God.
Assez, cousin.
Damn, okay, bro. Ladislas. Ladislas? The rebuke breaks his rhythm. Sentinel steps between Marcia and Ladislas. Ladislas? How do you say that name? Ladislas? I'm going to say Ladislas. Forcing her cousin to take a step away.
Tes prophéties ont empêché notre invité de prendre son thé.
Dot, dot, dot. Sentinel turns and hands Marcia a heavy canvas military bag.
Are you able to lift it?
No problem. I can handle it.
These two are so cute. I love them. Ladislas watches the exchange with abject curiosity.
Marianne, n'est-elle pas issue de la fondation que tu dis dépourvue de volonté pour mettre fin à cette guerre? Quel effort vain poursuis-tu donc à présent?
C'est une amie, Ladislas. Je lui accorde la liberté de venir et partir ici comme elle veut.
Mais elle n'est pas...
C'est mon droit de le faire, n'est-ce pas?
Oui.
Oui, okay. There's always, every chapter, every event, there is just that one, those two characters together where you're like, they are shippable. That's me with Marcia and Sentinel at the moment. I'm like, oh, my girlies. I would like to remind people, we haven't had the Timekeeper gang in this chapter for a long while, guys. This is the Marcia and Sentinel show, okay? He lowers his head without protest. Sentinel turns from her kin back to Marcia, who has by now taken several steps away.
You will find here all that I've collected since 1918.
Oh, good.
Most useful to you may be a list of those in each military who have made contact with the Manus. Take them from here to your foundation, and make of them what you will. I hope they will serve you better than they did me.
I will. Thank you.
Marcia seems more than eager to retreat. Aunt Madeline stands at the foot of a stone pillar, teeing her hand and nods in self-reproach. The courtyard falls still. Ladislas breaks his silence with a withering glare.
Cousin, why hast thou concerned thyself with the affairs of this sinful world? We are involved now at our peril.
Even if this war was, as you believe, a divine punishment, the people have suffered enough.
Ont-tu donc souffert? Je ne vois que des cendres et nul sac de pénitence.
He motions to the weeping girl tucked in the sanctuary niche.
Hast thou learned nothing from our chère Agnes?
Leave her out of this.
It was she who prophesied this war.
He drags up the memory with sharp intentions.
And whose body turned to stone as it came to pass. Was she not the closest of us all to the ear of our Lord? Then I can see only one reason for her sacrifice. It is a warning to us.
Tell me, if that is so, why God would choose such a warning?
Revelation and prophecy oft appear inscrutable to those that disbelieve them, until their truth is made manifest.
Ladislas's voice trembles, a practiced tension of humility and pride.
Mais je crois, et je vois clairement ce que tu ne vois pas, que notre Seigneur nous enjoint de ne ni combattre, ni mettre fin à cette guerre. Car cela est venu tel un nouveau grand déluge, destiné à balayer ce monde pécheur. Agnès reviendra à nous lorsque notre innocence passée sera retrouvée et reconstruite à partir de leur ruine. Mais la foi doit être préservée, si elle doit être reconstruite. Et c'est la base encombrante aux fidèles, à nous, les gargouilles. Je t'en prie. Écoute mes paroles, cousine. Dépose ton épée de vengeance. Ne réponds pas aux démons qui murmurent dans ton sang. Et ne souille pas davantage ton âme déjà si lourde de péché.
He lets his words cling to his lips with solemn weight. She ain't taking that shit. His cousin, however, has never been easy to preach to. She stiffens, sorrow and purpose welling in her eyes.
Arme à feu, canon, tank, bombe. Tu te souviens comment ces machines ont détruit nos vies, n'est-ce pas? Alors, tu sais déjà que l'innocence du passé ne repose pas simplement enfuie, prête à être reconstruite. Elle est morte et disparue. Si porter un fardeau de péché permet de mettre fin à cette guerre, ce prix me semble dérisoire.
Ladislas is stunned. He fights back tears and turns to face the altar. The light from the stained glass windows wreaths him like a mourner's cloak.
As-tu oublié le péril de nos ancêtres? Ou les nombreux noms que nous avons effacés de notre lignée lorsqu'ils se sont égarés du chemin de la droiture? Le son démoniaque a déjà submergé notre famille. Et je crains qu'il ne te submerge bientôt toi aussi. Et moi, je ne souhaite pas devoir effacer ton nom, Marianne, de notre lignée.
To be continued. Some lovely notes that some people can read through if they want to. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, part 13, Concessions for Peace. Hello. Meryl. The bored and idle remnant of Squad 12 carries out her as yet tedious orders. She stops by a window, squinting inside. What do you see? What's going on there? Broken furniture and cobwebs woven between cracked and forgotten china. A uniquely shaped counter-arcanum monitoring device disrupts the decaying serene.
Clearly no one's bothered to do any
scene.
cleanup then.
She opens the window and leans in, her mask blocking out the sudden puff of dust. Following her officer's instructions, she pulls out a transparent strip of cloth and places it by the device. The cloth changes color rapidly and a line of neat letters appear on its surface.
Counter-arcanum device operating normally. Looks like I'm not needed here either.
She climbs back out the window.
Aren't you... Meryl?
Ah, Masha!
Masha?
The young soldier springs up to greet her, visibly relieved.
It really is you! You're back, finally!
Is Paravian alright?
Oh, poor guy's had a hard time of it, but at least he's still in one piece. He's lying in a sickbed as we speak. He should recover soon. It's too bad he didn't find anything too useful in the village. Well, aside from that armored vehicle.
Fortunately, Sentinel happened to be there at the same time.
So,
Good timing.
it really was her? The one who assassinated Colonel Hirschfelder?
She's a nice girl. Sentinel's very, very nice.
Yes, she'd collected a wealth of evidence concerning Manus Vindicte. I've already delivered it to Commander Kreos. As for the assassination, it turns out her actions weren't entirely unjustifiable. Let's just consider it a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? She literally killed a guy.
She's not the only one.
Many people here who've worked in the Foundation have. Let's not judge. Marcia unconsciously rubs the old scar on her palms, feeling them itch like never before. Meryl presses her lips together, creating a twisted crease in her mask.
Well, Anyway, I was just worried that something bad might have happened to you. Like what happened to...
To whom?
Charles and Amanda.
We haven't heard from them in over 4 hours now. They were dispatched to investigate Hill 299, correct? Has any help been sent their way?
They might have been ambushed as well.
Commander Kreia sent some men to look for them. Hopefully, we'll hear some good news soon. Most of the other teams have finished their investigations. A few of them are already in the safe zone, actually. Apparently, they found a lot of useful info. So
That's good.
we won't have to head back out again, right?
Meryl watches Marcia carefully, as if waiting for her to confirm something.
The front's getting shelled to hell and back. I mean, chances are we'll...
Marcia pats her on the shoulder.
The evidence Sentinel provided is quite damning. Our job here will be over just as soon as we can get a hold of the team at Hill 299. Don't worry.
Copies of the evidence Marcia submitted have been spread across the table. Personal letters, marked military maps, battle plans, engineering blueprints, defaced and altered documents. Along with them on the table are exhibits recovered by other investigators from across the front line, arranged in rough chronological order starting from 1918.
This is unbelievable.
He stares at the pile, the sheer flood of information overwhelming him.
These documents, the evidence is undeniable. Every one of those absurd conspiracy theories was true. The 1918 peace negotiations really were sabotaged by Manus Vindictae. The nations on both sides of this war have been under the deception of an invisible enemy. It is no wonder that even the victors of the 1919 offensive gained no real advantage. My God, to think Manus Vindictae has been sharing war secrets with both sides to ensure neither can win this war. That they have used our commanders as tools for their massacre. It is nigh on unimaginable.
He looks up with some realization.
This does not simply concern one nation. These documents could topple nearly all of Europe's military leaders. With this list of managed defectors in our hands, and if we act with haste, we may finally put every one of them behind bars.
Waiting for George's mood to stabilize, Kreia adds a word of advice.
Let me remind you that Laplace may be able to heal these so-called defectors. Eberhard's case proved that the Manus's mental influence can be purged.
Yes, of course. Whatever the case, we must act as soon as possible. The Chancellor and the Reichstag are prepared to strike.
Finding light in a once grim future, he starts to shake, sending ripples through the papers in his hands.
Agreed. The evidence is sufficient. There is no need to delay.
Wunderbar. Just think of the soldiers finally making their way home. This is the day we secure a century of peace for Europe.
Someone's gonna block them.
Sounds like a line for the history books.
He has no mind to react to Kreis's parting jab. Stuffing all the documents into his briefcase, he rushes out. Straining the remaining mess on his desk, Kreis retrieves a hidden communicator. It's been connected the entire time.
Everything's going according to plan.
Foundation.
Good. The other teams have shared the same intelligence with the pacifist political leaders in their respective regions. All the Foundation has to do now is watch for any interference from Manus Vindictae.
But won't this approach cause even more turbulence?
Verton's back here! Verton's back!
Timekeeper.
Hi, Kreis. He had been expecting the faction leaders, making this an unexpected relief.
Oh, yes, Kreis. I was just listening in.
I see. In any case, the outcome can't be worse than the war we're living through, Timekeeper. As I'm sure you learned in your history studies, this war claimed tens of millions of soldiers' lives. Not to mention the equally massive number of civilian casualties.
Yeah, that was
Whether
a lot.
direct or otherwise. We are now 2 years on from what should have been the end of this war. The death toll has already climbed much higher, and it will only continue to rise if we don't put an end to it soon. At least our efforts have won us a marginally better outcome.
I see.
In short, the war is already over. Once the pacifist political parties take power, an armistice will surely be signed in Montpay.
This may not be the time, but I have a question to ask. Does the Foundation Committee have any contingency plans should things take a turn for the worse?
A good idea to have. Silence in the room confirms the suspicion of the voice on the other end.
Did you notice something suspicious?
The former vigil officer fishes out as many suspicious details from his memories as he can.
It's about Hirschfelder's assassination. Do you remember a certain detail from Marshall's report?
You think his death to be the spark of a reignited war, but even if I had stayed my hand from him, your plans would have been for naught.
If Hirschfelder hadn't been killed, would the negotiations
Why is
have become
Otto on?
fruitless tug of war?
Manus Vindicte would only cooperate with the Foundation on something that was sure to fail.
An intuitive guess is assembled, drawing on the experience of prior contact with Manus Vindicte.
Could it be that they're purposely diverting our attention?
My thoughts exactly, Timekeeper. That said, securing peace is our top priority at the moment.
To be continued. I'm going to attempt to record part 14. Yay! Hopefully everything works well. Part 14, 2 pounds of sugar. Little sweetness, lovely.
6 years of war have deeply shaken the resolve and faith of our nation. It is clear to all that this war cannot continue any longer. Afraid of the loss of power that peace may bring to them, leaders across Europe elected to collaborate with the evil cult Manus Vindicte, sacrificing countless young lives in meaningless carnage. But carnage is precisely what Manus Vindicte desires. Unseen by all, their wicked influence has long wormed its way into the leadership of every warring nation. But worry not, the conspiracy has been thwarted. Every treasonous general has been arrested and will soon face a fair court-martial. The heroes who bled for the fatherland are finally returning home. We will welcome them with smiles on our faces and gratitude in our hearts. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of the year 1920, this war will come to an end.
Damn, okay. Very impactful speech. Weeks have passed since the assassination, and the desolate streets of Montpay have sprung to life again. Delegates from the... What the hell is that word? Belligerent? Nations gather on opposite sides of the road. Soft bowler hats and ties decorate the event, mixed with occasional peaked caps and military opulence, though now precious few. Chreas is here, as always. More dignitaries demand tighter security. Each nation came with their own detail, but the operations commander insists on further reinforcements from the Foundation. Understandably so. Last time there was an assassination, so...
Third routine patrol complete. No anomalies detected, sir.
No further warnings from the Arcanum Detection Group. Should we lower the alert level?
Maintain the current level. I need at least 2 squads on standby at the command post at all times.
Yes, sir.
Clad in white, Foundation security diligently carries out their orders. On the busy town road, the commander suddenly stops. Eyes shut, he focuses, trying to sift through the din of stuffy conversation. ... He activates his communicator. The line sparks to life instantly.
Any response from Charles and Amanda?
Negative. They've been silent since they reached Hill 299.
They've been ambushed, probably.
Chances are they got snuffed out by the manor.
Yeah.
Luck can't be on everyone's side.
Even so, we need to recover the bodies.
What? So they can be buried with shiny medals?
The voice on the other end bites back with a sneer.
A couple minutes walk on the battlefield and I'll find you a whole pile of that scrap metal.
Any other signs of enemy activity?
Nope. Not a single trace of the manor's scum. Maybe all this military and political turmoil messed up their plans after all.
Or walking straight into their hands. Either way.
Let's hope so. Whatever the case, we need to get to the bottom of what happened at Hill 299. We can't afford to let any potential threats slip past us.
Already on my way there. How about seeing a psychologist when this is all over, Kratos? Maybe they'll finally cure your manus vindictae paranoia.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
He ends the call. In an unnoticed corner of the street, a grim figure walks alone. Charon, my dude! Hello, bro! Charon's work in Montpellier is over, and even now on the eve of ceasefire, there are many corpses on the front line waiting for him. His disjointed thoughts dwell on the horse that once accompanied him.
Will Andreas ever return?
Velos has ever been his first companion. Resigned, he shuffles down the road away from Montpellier.
Hey, sir! Mr. Charon!
Meryl? Meryl runs up to him, arriving out of breath.
You leaving already? Marsha told me you're heading back to the front.
She speaks the truth. And you are?
This is Meryl. She's lovely.
Oh, right. You don't know me. But Marsha told me loads about you. You know Marsha, don't you?
Karen struggles to remember, piecing together Marsha's appearance from his shattered memories.
Yes. The night. I remember.
Great. I'm heading to the front as well. Do you want to... could you please join our convoy?
You wish for me to join you?
You know the front better than anyone.
Meryl digs into her pocket, fishing out half a bar of chocolate that has been carefully resealed and wrapped, and slips it into Karen's hand.
Please, Mr. Charon, come with us. We could really use your help.
Ah. The front is still as death. Eric.
This quiet feels strange.
Halt's Maul, Rudolph. Why, damn it?
Soldiers in the trenches gaze up at the empty sky. The ceasefire has not yet been signed, but all military activity on the front line has been suspended. Yet the soldiers still man their trenches, hoping desperately to go home.
Why did Willy and Franz have to?
Eric rubs his face, his calloused fingers twisting his features with stress. 6 hours have now passed since the last time a shell exploded, or a machine gun rattled. Yet the quiet has a strangeness of its own. The faint cold wind shivers the lines of barbed wires with audible tensile contractions.
So, who won in the end?
Does it matter?
Rudolph's head sways between a nod and a shake.
Then, should we start packing up?
Nothing's been signed yet, so probably not, unfortunately.
Sure. You can finally take all those notebooks of yours back home. Weren't you planning to turn them into a book?
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe once I stop being a soldier, my motivation to write will stop too. What about you, Erich? What will you do?
Make bread, I think. My family runs a bakery. I can already see it. My old man cracking open his finest bottle of Spätburgunder when I arrive.
An idea crosses Eric's mind.
Speaking of which, I bet we can go and ask the boys on the other side for some food and drinks. They've got wine and soft white bread. At least, that's what P.O.V. said.
I wouldn't mind some canned peaches.
I wouldn't go over to the other side. He scrouges around for a bit of scrap cloth, then ties it to his rifle, intending it to be a peace flag.
Erich, do not hurry to leave the trenches. Have patience.
Nothing has been signed yet, mate. Nothing has been signed yet. Let's just chill out. We just need to wait, unfortunately. Karen slinks back into the trench without a word. Eric drops his rifle for now and steps towards Karen.
Oh, Karen, you're back. Any news?
The delegations from various nations have arrived in Montpellier. The armistice will be signed in 48 hours. It is best to avoid any unnecessary danger until then.
But I'm starving, Caron. You didn't bring any food, did you?
I did.
Meryl! The new voice catches Eric off guard.
Who are you?
The Foundation has issued food and drinks to be brought to the soldiers on the front. She is responsible for distributing them.
Yeah, more or less what he said. Right. I need a hand unloading these crates of beer. Any volunteers?
There's beer?
The troops all rise at once, climbing over themselves to get out from the dugouts below. In an instant, the trench is packed to wall.
Hey, easy there. There's plenty to go around.
Boys! You're humiliating yourselves. Get in line and I'll choose a few of you to help out.
Eric calls out a few names, then turns to Karen.
Where's Meyer Brown?
He is needed in Montpellier.
Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, he's got a Backpfeifen Gesicht. But, who cares? The war's over. Forget it.
The war isn't over yet. Nothing's been signed. Guys, chill. I know that everyone's very, very excited. But let's not... We can be positive, but not too positive here. They're talking, but that doesn't mean we're going to properly get something.
You, and you. Come here and unload the crates for the nice Foundation girl.
Ah, nice Foundation girl. Meryl is nice Foundation girl. Yes. The food is passed from hand to hand until it reaches every soldier. Rot and despair still hangs over the trenches, but they do nothing to damper their appetites. You okay, Rudolph? Rudolph cups a buttered cake in his hands, desperately afraid of crumbling it. He hasn't seen such soft and bright food in a long time. And all at once he stuffs it into his mouth. Eric hurries to his side, shoving a mug of golden lager into his hands.
Come on, Prost!
Fine.
Count me in. Prost!
Prost!
The metal cups tap rhythmically, shaping into a joyful and bright tune. From far across the field, their clinking percussion is met with raucous singing voices.
What's that? Do you boys hear singing?
Sing from the other side.
I hear it too, from the other side. Why are they singing?
They're probably celebrating as well.
Oh, right. These are humanitarian rations. They've been given to the other side too. They're probably celebrating.
Eric jumps over the top, waving his whitish flag towards the other side.
Geisier! Come on, boys. Let's make some noise ourselves. Prost to you bastards over there! You understand what I'm saying? Prost!
Santé!
Auf den Frieden! Auf den Frieden!
I'm hoping everything goes well. Or else I'm going to feel really, really bad for these guys. The ceasefire celebration stretches late into the night. Karen watches the festivities crouched in a dim corner of the trench.
Hey, what are you doing holed up here alone?
Despite his best efforts, he is noticed. Karen lifts his head.
The presence of the dead is not fitting among such joy.
What are you talking about? You fit in perfectly.
She waves a can of sausages and a paper-wrapped candy.
I mean, I know you don't exactly eat much, but you can still enjoy the taste of the stuff, right? I even know a guy with a fish tank for a head who eats every once in a while. That
Alaric.
said, I've never actually seen him do it. Does he just pour the coffee straight into his fish tank, or what?
That is a question that we will ask Alaric later on.
The offer is heard, but refused. Such things have better use to you.
Seriously? Aren't you ever hungry?
There is always hunger within me, but food should be saved for the living. Eat well while you can. Stay alive.
How cheerful of you, mate.
Well, you're not wrong, but I wouldn't exactly put it like that. Come on, take it. Hound's always poking fun at me for eating too much anyway.
Hound?
Oh, never mind. Just take it, alright? It's not like it's easy to get a decent meal out here on the front.
No longer insisting on soliciting Karen's opinion, Meryl slips the can into his coat pocket while touching the cold plastic wrapping of the chocolates. The dog's awake. Hello. Hello, Butsy.
Oh, at least try the chocolate in your pocket. It'll melt if you leave it in there much longer anyway.
Karen doesn't resist. He nods and slowly rises to his feet.
It is time. I left.
Alright. I still have some finishing up to do here. Won't be long. Just have to make sure everyone's got their supplies. Where are you heading anyway? If you wait a moment, I can come with you.
No, this must be done alone. There is a message. One that must be sent off.
Karen? Here we go. Here we go. Part 15. Let's go, guys! Woo! Send off part. The graveyard. Ooh.
Here you are, Eberhard. How?
It's good to see you, mein Freund. How's everyone holding up on the front?
Well, they're having a damn good party.
They are celebrating this war's end. Singing songs and drinking beer. It's peaceful.
Peaceful.
He repeats the words with satisfaction. Erhard's spirit has changed significantly from the last time they met.
It's unexpected that the Foundation would allow you to move so freely.
No, my duty is done. I have no place in Montpé. No place among suits and politics.
He exhales, stretching in the crisp morning air.
That red-haired official agreed to let me go for a walk every once in a while. He said, someone will keep an eye on you. Whatever. It's getting cold. But I enjoy a crisp winter morning like this. It reminds me of our days as students.
A good walk in the cold days is great. It's when it's the hot days you're like, I don't really want to go outside. Or you just really want to go outside, but you don't want to, like, actually do a lot of movement. But walking while it's cold is actually pretty nice. Because you're kind of chilled, but you're also got some layers on. It's quite nice indeed.
Remember? We had to get up before dawn. I was lazier than you. I wouldn't wake up until you rode your bicycle to my window and shouted my name.
Then the two of us would miss Latin class, just as Walter did.
I don't blame him. Latin class was hell. For
I can imagine.
He was a good lad.
Paul removes a crumpled envelope from inside his jacket.
This parcel is to be delivered to you. There's a letter within it from Herr Mühlenberger, addressed to those of us in Class 3.
Herr Mühlenberger. I was planning to visit him during my home leave, but, well, you know what happened back home. But he doesn't have a clue about what happened out here. What use is this letter? You and I are the only two class members left since the fall of Montpellier.
Staying his breath, Paul tears it open. He unfolds the letter.
Meine lieben Schüler und ehrenwerte Soldaten. Der Krieg hat einen kritischen Punkt erreicht. Und als euer Lehrer ist es meine Pflicht, euren Mut zu stärken. Ich weiß, dass die Sicht auf den Krieg von der Front aus begrenzter sein könnte, als für uns im Vaterland. Lasst mich also klarstellen, der Sieg ist in unserer Reichweite. Obwohl das Leben an der Front hart ist, denkt daran, dies ist ein Opfer für eine größere Sache. Lasst daher euer Leiden süß sein. Dies wird der glorreichste Moment eures Lebens sein. Und wie ich euch beigebracht habe, wird es uns vielleicht eines Tages gefallen, diese Dinge zu erinnern.
Gefallen? Ha! Hört ihn euch an. Er hat sogar Lucans Gedicht zitiert. Oder war es Virgil?
Es ist höchstwahrscheinlich Virgil. Er hat ihn unten zitiert. Ardentis Fortuna Iovat.
Das Zitat über das Erinnern. Wie sagt man es nochmal auf Latein? Forsan. Hayek. Und dann was?
Das Et fehlt, Eberhard. Forsan et Hayek. Olim memenise juvebit.
Ja, genau das. Dieser alte Fatzke. Er hat geschummelt. Das sind nicht mal seine Worte. Was für ein Dummkopf. Er weiß nicht, wovon er spricht.
No, he clearly doesn't. After a bitter laugh, both are silent for a moment.
Paul, I'll never be pleased looking back on any of this.
Yeah, I can't think of any soldier that would look pleased looking back on the wars they fought. Oh, especially the World Wars. Like, you think about this with pleasure when you look back on it. No. Do you know how much the soldiers suffered while in the trenches? Horrific stuff. Horrific shit. They ain't gonna look back on that as good memories. They're gonna be haunted by that experience. And most of them were.
If I have children one day, how will I tell them about all this? I sent our fellow countrymen directly into the line of fire, a death trap, knowing full well that the enemy would retake the ground in mere hours. Young lives, lost one after another. And for what? Some senseless orders? I've heard enough. Put the letter away.
There was a big lag spike, and my recording gave out. Don't worry, you only missed like one sentence. Eberhard just threw the letter into the weeds. He was not having it. There is no more fighting, and for the first time in a long time, the day passes without the thunder of artillery. Well, they stop as soon as I start recording again. Dogs, neighborhood dogs, love them. The sunlight falls on blades of grass, tombstones and birds in the air. Their songs finally can be heard once more.
This feeling. I've never felt it before. It's as though, for this one moment, I can... No. I have already taken control of my future. I'd forgotten how good it feels to be alive. For the first time in a very long while, my heart feels light, mein Freund. The choices I've made may be irreversible. But I've made up my mind. There is only one path for me now.
He looks to the top of the hill and starts climbing. This is pretty. Do you no wish to continue studies? Your writings are surely safely stored in the school's archives. This is very much a peaceful but also sad moment, because they're literally standing in a field of their fallen comrades. And they're just there talking while the war is likely ending in a room full of politics.
Would you return to school, Paul?
It is unlikely, but you still may.
For what? For knowledge? A diploma? That might have mattered to the old me, but I'm no longer that boy.
Eberhard.
It's too late, mein Freund. Far too late. I need some time alone. Please, write a reply to Herr Mühlenberger for both of us.
The weather is unseasonably mild, and Eberhard begins to climb the hill like a student on a field trip. The sunshine and brisk air make the world feel new.
The war is over, Paul. The sky is so blue.
Just as it always was.
Just as it always was. Well said. Farewell, mein Freund.
I don't know, I'm feeling a bit choked up and emotional here. Oh. I don't know, I just feel a bit choked up about this. He waves, turns, and walks away. And now it's just Paul, Karen. Paul stands and opens his notebook.
Sehr geehrter Herr Mühlenberger, Ihr Brief würde von Ihren Schülern wohl erhalten. Sie haben gemeinsam die dunkelsten und härtesten Zeiten durchgestanden. Aber nun sind der Kummer und das Leid zu Ende. Sie zeigten Mut und Treue, doch diese Tugenden wurden zu einer Last, viel zu schwer für Ihre jungen Schultern. Deshalb werde ich Ihnen keine leeren Worte mehr aufbürden. Der Krieg hat diese jungen Männer in etwas ganz anderes verwandelt. Das Wissen, das Sie ihnen vermittelt haben, ist nun nutzlos, und sie werden nie wieder ihre Lehren hören. Zu diesem Zeitpunkt muss ich Ihnen mit schwerem Herzen mitteilen, dass...
Now that was a gunshot. And that is not a good sign. Oh shit.
Alle Ihre Schüler aus der Klasse 3 sind gefallen.
Eberhard. Eberhard. Did he?
Mit besten Grüßen. Ein toter Mann.
Did he? Oh my god.
Dies schließt die Aufzeichnungen des Soldaten Paul Haumann ab.
Oh no. I thought somebody would intervene with the politics, not... Oh. It's all the deceased of... Oh, class 3 students. They are right in the middle of it. Days after each other. Walter Smith died from shelling. Paul Haumann died on 1918, the 11th day of March. Eberhard Braun died in 1920, the 10th day of November. Oh. See, I thought it'd be another assassination, but no. It was Eberhard. Oh god. Oh, my heart. I'm feeling a bit choked up. Charon is just the shadow of his old self. Alright, let's get straight into it. Part 16, An Unfulfilled Prophecy. No. Dog? Ladislas hasn't spoken a word since news of the ceasefire reached their sanctuary. He's been kneeling at the altar for days, having eaten next to nothing, always thin. He now looks more like a jagged stone obelisk than a man.
What am I to do, mon petit chou? You will not so much as touch the biscuits I baked for him. Never have I seen him in such a state.
The woman clasps her hands to her chest, worried but helpless.
Ladislas.
She gently calls out to him.
The war has ended, not as he foretold. It may take some time ere he is able to free himself of his guilt. Cher Ladislas, keep thy heart in the Lord, for he shall forgive us no matter how great our missteps.
The good and pious woman stops herself from saying more. There's no line of reasoning sufficient to break him from his watch.
Marie, I beg thee do something. One way or another, we all must return to Rouen in the coming days.
She leaves without another word. Sentinel comes to Ladislas's side, but has no desire to interrupt his silent prayers. Her focus instead is on the statue of the crying girl.
Ladislas, you foretold that Agnes would return to herself come the end of the war.
She pulls out a handkerchief to softly clean the stone's unmoving face.
Yet she remains unchanged. Is there truly no way to revive our dear friend? Our family? ...
Once again she receives only a humbling, guilt-ridden silence.
Marie?
She turns to the voice, finding it belongs to the woman that has become a regular visitor to their sanctuary. As usual, she brought food, this time some salami and dried cheese. After handing off the supplies, Marcia marches straight towards her.
What news from the front?
Some troops have already withdrawn. The rest will follow suit once the armistice is officially signed.
Just leave him be.
She doesn't let Marcia dwell on the matter, returning to her work dusting the statue.
If you don't mind me asking, is this statue real?
What do you mean?
I'm not sure how to put this into words properly. It's just that I've never seen her move.
Ah, now your words are clear.
She gathers her handkerchief and takes a deep breath, the cold, wet morning mist filling her lungs.
This is Agnes, a distant cousin of mine. We share a great-grandmother.
She places her hand on Agnes's stone knee.
At our clan estate in the suburbs of Rouen, and in my rented apartment in Paris. When the war broke out, I departed to join the army. Upon returning during my first leave, I found her in the cellar. It came to pass that, in my absence, she had turned herself to stone.
She can stay in this form as she pleases?
Only so long as her heart yet beats. Were she to turn to stone from within, she would be unable to restore her body to flesh. But Ladislas informed me of another possibility. He said Agnes's petrification was an extraordinary act of self-sacrifice, and that this sacrifice was also a prophecy. Gargoyles were not to coexist with this war. He said that a miracle would occur, that Agnes would be freed from her petrification. I thought it might have been true.
She glances towards Ladislas, still kneeling.
But I suppose it was not. Agnes has shown no signs of recovery.
There must be another way.
The gargoyle shakes her head, disheartened.
If only there were. If only I knew of one. But there is very little I know of our bloodline. While the young of my kin generally receive a traditional education from within the clan. My grandmother supported my decision to attend a secular school in my youth. I resided in a small rented apartment in Paris for some time, hoping to enroll at Lonsad. That was until the war broke out.
Sentinel forces herself to look into Marcia's eyes.
This war, well, you have seen the face of it. It takes but one shot to end a life. And this war has hurt millions. Friends, family, loved ones. I have lost far too many.
Marie.
Forget it. Tell me, have you yet time today?
What do you want to do?
Take a stroll. I have spent far too much time in the monastery.
After a long journey, they return to the field once soaked in blood.
A pilot?
Their earlier conversation still lingers.
Yes, that's what I wanted to be.
Why?
Many knights joined the Elfos at the time. They believed the sky to be the only battlefield that still maintained at least some semblance of knightly chivalry. It had more than the ground at least. Crawling through mud and digging trenches.
I loathe airplanes. They're exceedingly difficult to withstand from the ground. And the engine noise.
She swallows the complaints, not wanting to sound bitter. Marcia extends her arm over to her friend's back.
Relax. You don't need to fight them anymore. In fact, I'd wager you'll come to like traveling by plane in time. ...
She turns to the sea of grass, rippling in the wind.
Corpses that lay yonder. Did you see them earlier?
No. Perhaps Charon had already buried them.
Ha, most likely.
Why is the
He is
music
an
so
interesting
cheerful?
fellow, if not strange.
And kind too. Without him, you and I would certainly have fought again at the graveyard. Oh, that reminds me.
Suddenly she bends down, rummaging in the roadside dirt.
What?
You threw a smoke grenade at me.
Shush. Shush, shush, shush. You're fine. Nothing is happening. They laugh as they race down the dirt road, feeling more like children than soldiers for the moment, however brief. They come to a halt before the windmill, its colossal gears interlocking and turning, like the breath of a slumbering ancient giant. The slow creaking of the windmill becomes the only sound.
Marcia. Are you leaving?
No, I have plenty of free time today.
Not now. After the armistice. I know well that the Foundation has tasked you with keeping a watchful eye on me.
It's not exactly like that.
All is well. You may stay. So long as you do not lie, I shall even aid you should you require it. But do not attempt to persuade me to join the Foundation. I cannot abandon my family.
I know that. I'll be leaving after the armistice is officially signed.
Aww.
It comes from the windmill.
Sounds like a horse to me.
Charon's horse?
A horse.
They cautiously approach the windmill's entrance. Sentinel moves ahead of Marcia, turning her body sideways and hardens into stone to give her a weighty push on the door.
Wow, what a beauty!
Is it Charon's horse?
A horse indeed. What brings it here?
I think it's Charon's horse, maybe.